David and Daniel. Here's y'all a good aerial view of all the work y'all did on installing the solar panel for me. Looks good. And it's working great also. Thank y'all so very much. Love you guys. Hey guys. Alright, for the end of the day wrap up, I did not do a video the last 2 days because there's just been not really anything to record. The Smoky Mountain National Park decided to close the entire park at noon yesterday, and I had taken some hikers down off the mountain yesterday morning, and got them in a hotel and went back up to get Jonathan and Sarah Baker, the Blazing Bakers, and got a text message while I was up there saying they were closing the park, and so I was able to go ahead and wait for them to get there to the trailhead or to Newfound Gap, and got them down off the mountain. So today I've just pretty much been hanging out with them, and the guy that I got off the mountain yesterday morning, I did take him to Knoxville to the Greyhound bus station, and the girl that was with him that I brought down, she's from Switzerland, and she had a friend of hers that was coming to pick her up and take her back to the Atlanta airport so that she could get a flight back home. But other than that, I've just been hanging out here at the hotel. Tonight's my last night here, and got laundry done, got my resupply box organized and cleaned out, and that's about it. That's about the only thing that we've been doing today. Just been hanging out with Jonathan and Sarah here at the hotel. Had a good time visiting with them, and we've decided that we're going to continue on. I'm going to be dropping them off at the trailhead in the morning, and we're going to continue north. And after they summit Katahdin, then we will come back here to the Smoky Mountains for them to finish the second half of it. That's about the only thing that we can do right now. Maybe even after April 6th, when they open the park back up, if they stick to the schedule they're saying now, then we can backtrack and come back and do that section and then go back to where we were. So many people have gotten off trail, but moving forward, I'm just going to try to help who I can. I'm not going to make any guarantees to hikers. Just whoever is out there, I'm just going to trust God to have me in the right place at the right time, and just see where we go from here. Um, it's been very obvious to all three of us that God has been with us from the very beginning, from Amicalola Falls, Springer Mountain. Um, it's like we are walking through doors, and then all of a sudden the door will close right behind us. But the good news is we keep walking through those doors. Um, they're closing behind us, not in front of us. So we've decided just to keep moving forward and try to make the most of it. Um, I know a lot of my videos here lately have been with kind of a sad undertone, but the one thing about the trail that you have to understand is when you're out here on the trail, um, economic status, what your profession is, or whether you're a lawyer or a doctor, or you work at McDonald's flipping burgers, or maybe you're the trash man for the city where you live. Maybe you dig dishes for a living. None of that matters. None of it. You don't come out here and introduce yourself as Dr. So-and-so. Having trail names, you don't even really usually know people by their first name. Sarah and Jonathan, they are the Blazing Bakers. That's sort of their trail name and their YouTube channel as well. We're working on getting both of them a trail name, but they haven't heard one that they definitely want to go by yet. But you know these people by their trail name. It doesn't matter what they've done in their everyday life, and you bond with people out here very quickly because you become very dependent on each other from day one. And so, like Toy Story, she was my friend immediately when I first met her. And so her leaving the trail, yeah, it was sad for me. Senpai and Beeper, they were like my kids, out here on the trail. I bonded with them very quickly. And so seeing so many people that you've become close to in the last couple of weeks is, for them to go home, it's kind of leaves a sad undertone. But I'm also so very grateful and so glad that they made the decision to get off the trail. That's a decision that I feel like is an individual decision. It is each adult's place to make their own decision out here as to whether they're going to continue or not. Not everyone is going to agree with that. Not everyone believes that we should be out here. But you know what? That's a judgment thing. If you feel like I'm doing the wrong thing by being out here, I respect your opinion. But that's judgment. And I'm not going to judge you, and I'm asking people not to judge me either. I'm here because this is where I am supposed to be at this season in my life. And I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to explain that. We are moving forward from Gatlinburg with a positive attitude. We're going to hold our head up. We're going to have fun. And we're going to enjoy the rest of the trip to Katahdin. And, if at any point God feels like we need to be off the trail, then He will let us know that. In the meantime, we are doing every single thing that the experts are telling us to do to remain safe. Everything. We're distancing ourselves. We're washing our hands. We're doing all of that stuff to keep ourselves healthy as well as not to spread it to anyone else. That's all that we can do right now to stay safe. My only other choice is to come home to Louisiana, and I feel like that would be a bad decision for me right now. Louisiana's not doing good, so I don't want to make that trip home. That could change later. There's no guarantees out here, and we understand that, but we're looking forward to getting back on the trail tomorrow. I'm looking forward to moving on up to Hot Springs, and I'm looking forward to getting to a gap and providing trail magic to any hikers that are still on the trail. And there are a lot of hikers that are still out there. So we'll do what we can do for today and let God take care of tomorrow. So anyway, we'll be back to regular videos tomorrow, and hopefully get some sights and stuff in, and maybe some views along the way, and just see what we can see. So y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all first thing in the morning. Bye.